It is 7 o'clock at night. It's dark, and I just got finished putting out hay. That's part of farming. I'm doing something a little bit different this year than I've done in the past. I'm still feeding round bales. I'm wanting to migrate to feeding square bales in a feeding barn. That's a subject for a different day, but whenever I put out bales now, I'm actually unrolling them. There's been several studies shown that, you know, if you unroll them, the cows will actually eat more of it instead of just trampling it. I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense because you're putting all of it on the ground, but they'll actually graze it just like they would, you know, if it was standing grass. But one of the reasons I'm doing that, number one, they consume more of it, so you get more use out of a round bale, and you don't have that 20 to 25% waste that you would if you were trying to feed it in a hay ring or feed it out in the open or whatever. But I'm feeding in a spot that's got a lot of weeds, so by unrolling them, I'm kind of concentrating where the cows move, so they're moving in a linear fashion, and they're basically eating down the line. Well, that's concentrating where they poop, so I'm concentrating manure right along that area. Well, the second cutting, which is what I'm feeding them, we had a lot of native grasses come up in our hay meadow because we've basically let our hay meadow go wild. Whatever grows there is what grows there, and that's what gets cut for hay. And this year we've had a ton of native species, big blue stem, you know, a lot of the more prairie type grasses came in, and they had gone to seed when we cut hay the last time, so a lot of that seed was captured by rolling it up. I'm sure we lost a lot of it, but whatever. But that seed is being put down in an area, in a long strip, that is being eaten and manured, and then it's tromped into the ground. So if I can get a little bit of ground contact with the seed that's in there, plus the coastal that was still in there will actually root from the little nodes on the stems, and if I can get a 50-50 mix of coastal Bermuda grass plus the native grasses that came up, I'll be a happy camper. It's better than what's there right now, which is kind of briary, viney, and with a lot of standing larger weed species. So basically I'm having the cows work for me, but in the long run it's working for them, because when those seeds and that Bermuda grass sprout next spring, they'll have better quality grazing. So it's kind of going full circle. It was an idea that hit me, I guess, 2 weeks ago, and I thought, you know, if I can concentrate them in an area, not only will they stomp down the weeds that are there, but they'll kind of clean up that hay that's there, and as they're picking up the hay to eat it, they're shaking seeds out of it and everything else. So And what they don't eat, they'll stomp into the ground, and that's just more ground cover for that area. And I've got a couple of different areas that I'm experimenting with, trying to see how well that'll actually work. I'll let you know. But winter farmers markets are in full swing. If you can, go out and support your local small businesses. Farms, believe it or not, are a business, and we should treat them that way. The money that goes to a local farmer will stay in that local community. They buy shoes for their kids, they pay mortgages on farms, they make car payments, pay local bills. That money will stay in the community, and not only are you supporting a local farm, but you're supporting a small business, which is what we are. If you don't buy from us, buy from somebody you trust, somebody you respect, and you only need a doctor, a lawyer, a preacher, and a mortician one time. But you need a farmer every day, at least 3 times a day. So keep that in mind. Support your local folks. Thank y'all.